I want to get to the issue, what you can tell us about what is recorded and what isn't. Repeatedly, you say in this complaint, this conversation was recorded, this statement was recorded. It doesn't say that when Giuliani's describing the way he's selling pardons for $2 million. Is there any recording about that?
There's not a recording about that we know of. We do expect that it will be corroborated in other ways.
How else could that be corroborated?
Well, the complaint alleges that somebody else was present during those discussions, Lev Parnas, and in part, we would like to talk to him about those conversations.
So is it fair when you read these 69 pages that every place where it says this statement was recorded or anywhere it says this conversation was recorded, to interpret it as that's the recorded material? And wherever it doesn't say that, you can assume it's not recorded. That's the way I read it.
For the most part, but I would say that there are other recordings that were not referenced in the complaint that may become relevant at some time. You know, the complaint is an outline of Ms. Dunphy's allegations. It's a very detailed outline, yes, but there may be other evidence that comes out as the case proceeds towards trial. Now,
the lawsuit, to be clear, is about Rudolph Giuliani, as described, luring this woman, a woman he finds attractive, into working for him, promising her to pay her $1 million a year, which he can't pay her right now because he's trying to hide money from his wife while he's in divorce proceedings. And if she just waits until the divorce is over, which is way more than the year in this story that is told, then she'll be paid retroactively all the money she's owed.
Exactly.
According to the lawsuit, she was never paid anything.
Well, she received a few small payments in cash so that they wouldn't be traceable. And she alleges that some of her business expenses were reimbursed, not all, but some. But the vast, vast majority of what she alleges was to be paid to her has never been paid.
The case is about these labor law violations of denial of wages. It's about sexual harassment in the workplace. It is about sexual assault in the workplace in this case. All this other information is packed into this lawsuit for, among other reasons, to actually prove that she did work for Giuliani, because Giuliani apparently is saying she was never an employee.
That's exactly right.
And if she's never an employee, then workplace sexual harassment laws don't apply.
That's what I understand his argument to be. I think that excuse is absurd. But looking at the level of detail in here and looking at what those details are, I think that it paints a very clear picture of somebody who's working for Giuliani.
And that's why all this information is in here about what they're communicating about. I mean, Giuliani is telling her, I'm selling pardons for $2 million, $1 million to me, $1 million to Donald. That's all a description that she's giving of her activity in the workplace, along with he gives her access, according to this complaint, to all of his email, 23,000 emails. He presses a button, transfers all of his emails to her computer so she can monitor emails for him because he doesn't read them all.
Right.
And she's got to tell him, here are the important ones. Among the emails you say she has read and is apparently still in possession of are emails to, from, and about Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, everyone right through Steve Bannon, everyone you can think of, Reince Priebus, White House Chief of Staff, within this close Trump circle, they are all in email communication with Rudy Giuliani. And she makes that point to show this was part of my work, part of my job.
Exactly. And I think she's also...
What is in those emails that those people won't want to have revealed?
Well, there's a lot in them. 23,000 emails, there's a lot. A lot of the emails are expressly marked as confidential or not for disclosure or distribution. Keep in mind that at the time...
Will it be relevant to this case at any point to reveal emails to, from Donald Trump, about Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump doesn't write emails, so they would be about Donald Trump.
It could be relevant, yes. We'll see.
Is there anything in the emails that corroborate anything about, say, the $2 million pardons for sale?
Not expressly, no.
Have you been able to review all of those emails?
Yes, so we have a wonderful team, and me, together with our team at Abrams Fensterman, have gone through virtually all of the emails.
When will we hear the recordings that are in this lawsuit?
So those will be disclosed in the normal discovery process in the litigation. Some will be offered as evidence at trial, and so they'll come out through that process.